I thought Brazilian waxing was supposed to hurt. It turns out, I was doing it completely wrong. One small change stopped the pain, redness, and that burning feeling, especially after turning 40. If you're juggling work, family, and trying to find time for self-care, whether you're in London, rushing for the tube, Toronto layered up in winter, or Nairobi, balancing long, busy days, pain is the last thing you want from a wax. And honestly, there's one huge mistake almost everyone makes right before they wax. I'll explain exactly what it is near the end, because it's a game changer. For now, let us get into the 15 things I was doing wrong and how I finally fixed the pain. First, I was waxing on dry, dehydrated skin. Dry skin grips the wax, and pain always follows. After 40, our skin naturally holds less moisture, and things like office air conditioning or winter heating only make it worse. Hydration isn't something you do minutes before your wax. It starts 24 hours before. I learned to drink plenty of water and apply a light non-greasy lotion the day before. Never, ever wax skin that's flaky or dry to the touch. It just sets you up for a world of hurt. Second, I skipped gentle exfoliation. No exfoliation means the wax is pulling your skin, not just the hair. When you're busy, it's the first step to get cut, but it's so important. Dead skin cells get in the way and prevent a clean removal. The key is to use a soft exfoliant about 48 hours before you wax. No harsh, gritty scrubs. You want your skin to feel polished, not scrubbed raw. This one step ensures the wax grabs only the hair. Third, I was waxing during the wrong time of the month. Your hormones literally decide how much it's going to hurt. Our skin becomes much more sensitive in the week leading up to our period. After 40, those hormonal shifts can feel even stronger, and if you're having a stressful week, your pain tolerance is already lower. I started scheduling my waxes for the week after my period, during my calmer hormonal window. This alone dramatically changed the experience from something I dreaded to something manageable. The fourth mistake was using wax that was way too hot. That sharp, burning sensation. I thought it was just wax pain, but it isn't. Overheated wax can cause microburns on the top layer of your skin. This is a huge problem with home kits, which can overheat incredibly fast. The wax should be warm and spreadable like honey, not hot and watery. Always, always, test the temperature on your inner wrist first. The moment I started using properly warmed wax, the pain dropped instantly. Number 5. I pulled the wax off too slowly. Slow pulls hurt more. Period. When you hesitate, you give your nerves more time to register the pain and send panic signals. Confidence matters way more than brute strength here. It's a quick, controlled, fluid motion that reduces the sting. Professionals do this instinctively, but at home, we tend to hesitate. It's a mental game as much as a physical one. Breathe out, and pull fast. The sixth mistake was a big one for my skin. I didn't T-hold the skin taut. Loose skin equals double the pain. As we get older, our skin naturally loses some of its elasticity, especially around the bikini line. If the skin isn't held tight, the wax pulls the skin up along with the hair, which is incredibly painful. The proper technique is to use one hand to pull the skin in the opposite direction of the wax pull, making it firm and tight. Then, use your other hand to remove the strip. This was an absolute game changer for my mature skin. Number 7. I was re-waxing the same area over and over. This is where most irritation and even burns happen. Your skin is incredibly sensitive after that first pull, and it needs time to recover. Reapplying wax to the same spot just strips the skin and causes major inflammation. It is so much better to just tweeze any leftover stray hairs. This is especially important if you have sensitive skin. This one mistake is often the cause of that lingering, throbbing pain that lasts for hours. 8th, I was using the wrong type of wax. Not all wax is created equal, and not all wax is meant for mature, sensitive skin. Hard wax, which hardens on its own and doesn't require a cloth strip, is much gentler for sensitive areas like the bikini line because it adheres mostly to the hair, not the skin. Strip wax can be more aggressive and pull on the skin. A lot of tutorials don't talk about these age-related differences. Our skin needs a flexible approach, not brute force. Switching to a quality hard wax made a huge difference. My 9th mistake was something I never even considered. I didn't prep my mind. When you're tense, you're telling your nerves to panic. If you go into your wax session carrying all the stress from your workday, your body is primed for pain. I learned to take just a minute to do some deep breathing exercises. Even 3 slow, deep breaths can calm your entire nervous system. Calm skin really does start in the brain. This one surprised me the most. how much my mindset affected the physical feeling, which leads to number 10. I often waxed after long, stressful days. Your body remembers the stress you've been through. Our pain sensitivity is naturally higher at the end of the day when we're tired and our cortisol levels are out of whack. I found that weekend mornings, after a good night's rest, were the absolute best time for me to wax. My body was relaxed, my mind was calm, and my comfort level went way up. 11. I was completely ignoring aftercare. The pain doesn't just end when the wax comes off. The moments right after are crucial. Cooling the area with a cold compress immediately soothes the nerve endings. Wearing loose cotton clothing prevents friction and irritation on that sensitive new skin. And definitely no hot showers, saunas, or workouts on the same day. After 40, our skin's recovery process can be a little slower, so proper aftercare really decides how you're going to feel tomorrow. Mistake number 12 was using scented products after waxing. Fragrance is basically irritation waiting to happen on freshly waxed skin. Your pores are open and the skin will absorb everything you put on it. Perfumes, scented lotions, and harsh soaps will sting and cause redness. I switched to simple, fragrance-free soothing products like aloe vera or an unscented oil. Think calm and healing, not fancy. This simple swap stopped that post-wax redness almost completely. 13. I wasn't spacing my appointments or sessions properly. Waxing too frequently actually increases pain. The hair needs to be the right length, about 1/4 of an inch, or the length of a grain of rice for the wax to grab it effectively. If the hair is too short, the wax just tugs at the skin and the hair, which hurts. I found that waiting for 6 weeks between waxes works best. Over time, consistency actually helps reduce pain as the hair grows back finer. Patience really matters here. Number 14 was a big mindset shift for me. I was copying advice meant for much younger skin. What works at 25 just doesn't always work at 45. Our skin changes silently over the years. Elasticity, moisture levels, and healing time all slow down. I had to stop feeling like something was wrong with me, and instead just adjust my technique. This mindset shift from my skin is too sensitive to my technique, needs to be gentler, was critical. Gentle does not mean weak. It means smart. And now for the biggest mistake of all. The one I promised to share. The number 15 mistake, and the one that kept me in a cycle of pain for years, was that I thought pain was normal. I believed that pain was just proof that the wax was working, but it isn't. Discomfort is one thing, but sharp, burning pain is a signal that something is wrong. It could be the wax temperature, the technique, or your skin prep. Waxing should feel controlled, not traumatic. Letting go of the belief that beauty is pain changed everything. If waxing has scared you, especially after 40, it doesn't have to. Real comfort comes from the right technique, the right timing, and being kind to your skin. You're not too sensitive. You were probably just doing it the old way. Thanks so much for watching. If this helped you, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more tips on smart self-care. See you next time.